Good morning. I hope you are doing well. It's the midweek stream. I'm sort of making my schedule up as I go along this week. I think I said yesterday, I'm been pretty motivated to get on and stream. So hang on a sec, just to. Yeah, I've got been pretty motivated over the last couple of weeks as I sort of continue my streaming journey. So relatively new to the process. So so it's been a good week so far. I work in tech, so. My day job is very good, very interesting, and I get to work with a lot of really smart people. And then music is my sort of my outlet outside of that. So I try and put a lot of time into mastering my craft, as it were, and it's coming along nicely. So today I am, I'll be on for about, see if we can make 2 hours, like that would be pretty cool. I'm just trying to ramp up the time as I go, just to see how I go. So and this is actually before my start of my day, so it's actually quite early here. It's about 6 a.m. So today I just going to have a bit of a jam over just a blues track that I found, and then I'm going to do a little bit of practice. I've got a guitar lesson tonight that I have every fortnight, so just going to do 20-30 minutes of practice on some funk rhythm, and then we'll get into some live duetting on TikTok. Which is always good fun. So so we'll do that. Maybe in about 40 minutes or so. So anyway, sit back. I'll have a bit of a warm-up jam on this track, and then we'll get into some practice. If you like what I get up to. I've been posting on social media for probably a couple of years now, sort of all the major platforms. So just exclamation socials, I think that's it. And for me, there we go. For me, the journey of streaming and playing live is sort of the next frontier for me. So it's been good. It's been good this year, and I sort of dabbled last year, and but this year I've committed to putting a lot more time into it. So anyway, sit back, chill over this next track, and then we'll get into a little bit of practice. Just let me know if there's any level trouble. So like guitar's too loud, mic's too soft, backing track's too loud, etc. etc. There you go, not a bad warm-up. Oops. So I do a mixture of, sort of jamming and looping is sort of the thing that I get a lot of joy out of. So what usually happens is I'll find a piece that will, just bear with me for a minute. I'm having some focus challenges with my camera. Just hang on a sec. All right, see if that's any better. Nothing like being out of focus. I'm not sure how I got started on the looping journey, but as a guitarist, being able to sort of be the whole band is actually quite cool. So sort of being able to lay down a bass track, and then play over the top of the drums, and then you lay down some rhythm, and then so I find the process of sort of breaking a song down into its parts, and then doing something with that. I find that really, really cool, and and the level of sophistication is starting to gets more and more sophisticated. Excuse me, as you sort of continue on this journey. So I have a looper down here. Oh, there is my finger. Oh, there it is. So down here I've got a 2-track looper on my pedal, and then the more sort of sophisticated is the MIDI controller here, where I can do sort of multiple tracks and multiple sounds and whatever. So and I think I've said it before, like, I think music is it's just such a visceral experience once you get into it, and I think when you sort of start to get that that response, there's a lot of good in that, and I think there's a lot of real value in sort of sharing that experience. So one of the reasons I sort of picked up the guitar after many years, and I've been dabbling for quite some time, just unstructured and had no real purpose. But I was away in 2018 on a holiday after having gotten to a stage where I was pretty burnt out from work, and I wasn't really enjoying life too much. And while I was away, I read a book about the importance of play and creativity. And so I work in technology. So technology's, if you let it, it's all consuming. So you work during the day and then you learn during the night, and it's just sort of this I was going to say vicious cycle, but that's not quite what I mean. But if you let it, it'll consume all of your time. And I got back from that trip and just decided that that's not enough. Like, it's just work is or my career is just one aspect, and you know, I wanted to be able to recreate that visceral feeling of, you know, that soul deep sort of movement. You know, can't quite explain it, but anyway. And yeah, and then I started, you know, it took me a long time to post online for the first time, and, you know, I think it takes a certain amount of courage to do that, put yourself out there. I was rubbish when I started the journey, and, you know, I didn't overly like the kinds of stuff I was creating, but I knew it was a journey, and, you know, they say those who can really embrace the boredom are the ones who, you know, who attain true mastery, and, you know, and that is, if you're focused enough, you put enough hours in, then you can get amazing at anything. You know, it doesn't matter what it is. You know, I'm a big proponent of the talent fallacy. I think talent gets you only so far, but someone who's got grit and someone who has true purpose, I think will outstrip anyone who just relies on talent. So, yeah, and I think about that in that way, regardless of what the domain is, whether it's music or drawing or something technical. You know, so for instance, at the moment at work, I am spending quite a considerable amount of time researching artificial intelligence. So, you know, anybody who's in technology who isn't keeping eyes on what's happening at the moment, they're going to get left behind. So, you know, really having a good understanding of that is really important. So again, like it's just about being purposeful with your time, whatever that might look like. So you want to read more books, you know, stop watching 4 hours of TV at night, or 5 hours sometimes in my case of TikTok, you know, and Twitch. So, and you put your time somewhere else. So anyway, cool. All right. Well, look, I'm just going to do a little bit of practice because I've got my guitar lesson tonight, which I always immensely enjoy. My teacher is just amazing. So I'll just bring up the video. Where are you? Turn you off. Yeah, so I do fortnightly lessons. I have done for the last 5-ish years, and yeah, we just work on. Last year we worked on lead, so improvisation and lead, and this year we're putting heavy focus onto rhythm. So yeah, let's do about 20 minutes of practice, and then we'll get into some duetting, and hopefully we'll have a bit of time to get on to the song stuff as well. I have a how much is in my song list these days? Just bear with me for a sec. Yeah, so there's 35 items in my song list. I'd say 90% of them I can't play anymore. So I've been working my way through them to try and refamiliarize myself with them. So we'll pick up something known, and then we'll pick up something not so known, and we'll have a play with it. All right. So let's see where we are up to my lesson.
And you have also, okay, we just did this. We did the 7th chord, which is just right underneath that, and adding 7th. All right. So they're very similar. Same space. And then you have the 6th chord here, right? That was used as, you know, when you were down here. But now it's with your index finger in this space. And then you have that 9 chord. If you remember, there was a 6-9 combo here, right?
Yep. Yep. Yep.
Well, if you were in this space,
Yep.
you would do that. 6, 9. The 6, 9. You can't slide it because you're on different strings.
Yep.
So this is the best stuff in here. Got this.
What was that?
Oh, that's
what I love about this is Rick from Tasty
wow.
Guitars.
Walking bass.
Yep. He has a really popular
kind of
YouTube channel.
Actually, it's moving like this.
And he'll be
9
teaching
chords.
me something basic, and then he'll
That's
just chuck
thing.
something in and I'll
Just
go.
by moving that up. Then you do a diminished
And
chord,
you go, oh my god, that sounds amazing. So then we dig into that.
which leads you to that 9 chord, D9. Remember? These
Oh,
are
yeah. Yep, that's the last 4
9.
strings. Yep.
9. So that's.
Oh man, do that over the backing track. That sounds friggin' amazing.
This is a cool sound. It's not that easy. I mean, it's not that difficult.
No.
So, Rick was saying to me at the beginning of the year, because we spent a lot of time on improvisation and lead, and we literally spent 10 months on it, and one of the failings maybe of the way I approach things, I always approach it from the technique and the technical side of the thing. And
That's awesome.
That's all that is.
so I literally can't play a
So
single
this is the
full
best
song,
stuff
and that's something that
this area.
I
is
can't
sort of,
wait to start practicing that. That is amazing.
Yeah.
so that's sort of what's
Rhythmic-
holding me
rhythm
back at the
wise,
moment,
you do a
and
lot of
that's
stuff
something
with
that's
that,
going to be a big focus this year. So because you can't play with anyone else if you can't play, if you aren't able to sort of step in and. But sorry, one of the things that he was saying is that a guitarist spends 90% of the time playing rhythm, so you may as well play that well. So
You just play around
it's
with
like,
it a little
yeah, okay, fair enough. That makes sense. It's not like you're out there playing solos, for an hour at a time. So,
bit. Ah.
yeah. But anyway,
Okay, so that's in that area. 6 9 that way. 7 chord. 7 chord, putting the flat 7 on top.
Yep.
And then you move up and you're right in your home base. And then you got 6 9 here. You got your 7th chord. Alright. Dominant 7th chord. Middle 3.
Yep.
Then you got this stuff, that kind of thing.
What is
You know
that?
Oh, we haven't really done the blues rhythm stuff, have we?
No.
It's kind of out of the blues rhythm. I mean, it's just a 7th chord, but then you go to like a 4 chord, like as a passing chord. So this is basically G major, right?
Yeah.
But you're not playing the bottom.
So one of the things
This.
that
And then going back.
I wish
Hammering
I had
on.
done earlier was, the downside.
Oh, so
downside?
it's the 3 and then hammer on?
Yeah, it's hammering on from like a minor 7, D minor
The
7.
the downside of guitar is
Oh,
is very, very easy just to learn patterns and not really understand what you're playing. So, they talk about the
This is a really common blues.
pentatonic boxes, and sort of that's the
Yeah.
first thing you learn as a
don't know that?
as a guitarist when you're trying to play lead.
Okay,
and
well that's something you can throw in there as well. And
but
it's
the
in
problem
this
with that
one.
is that you
So
then
that stuff sounds
you can't put in context with the music, so you end up playing blindly over the top of chords.
6/9 stuff.
And yeah, so anyway, so the long journey that I've been on over the last 5 years is starting to get a much greater appreciation of the theory side of things. So, yeah. All right, so
6/9
we're almost
on
through
top.
we're almost through this lesson. So then we'll have a bit of a
6, 9
bit of a practice over a backing track.
on the top 3.
We'll lay something down, have a bit of a jam, and then we'll do some TikTok duetting. There we go for time. Yeah, I've got about an hour and a half left. So.
Yeah. Okay, I remember doing. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, what was that?
I have a root here.
Yeah. Okay, I remember doing. Yeah. Okay.
Oh.
Here. I have a root here.
Yeah. Okay, I remember doing. Yeah. Okay.
Ah.
What was that? That did it?
That was the going up into the 7th chord. That's in the 7th chord, chord fragment breakdown.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
That thing
Is
there.
that 4 fingers?
Yeah, but I don't necessarily need to play the root. I'm just kind of showing where the root is.
Yep.
If your root is here on the D string, it's like a D7. It's like an open D7 chord.
Yep.
So, wherever your D
Right.
shape
I keep
is,
finding new
Yeah.
shapes everywhere.
so there's a root. You reverse that. It's basically this.
Yep.
D7, right?
Yeah.
Which just happens to be right in 2nd position above your
All
and
right.
that makes a great stab chord, especially when kind of approaching that from a half step below.
Yep.
We got this stuff here.
Found another one. They're hiding everywhere.
Nice little thing like this. Just that 4-chord thing.
Yep.
Getting back to the 7th chord.
Bloody hell. Who needs to do lead? You just play that.
Right? The thing is, you're going to be playing rhythm. Whenever you start playing a
Well,
rhythm,
it's funny. When we started this, you said, and it's obvious, but guitarists spend 90% of their time playing rhythm, so you may as well get good at that. So.
Okay, so what you got to do is you need to really go into your 7th chord fragments, the dominant 7ths. You're going to find all this nice little thing like this. Just that 4-chord thing.
Yeah.
Getting back to the 7th chord.
Bloody hell. Who needs to do lead? You just play that.
Right? The thing is, you're going to be playing rhythm. Whenever you start playing rhythm,
it's funny. When we started this, you said, and it's obvious, but guitarists spend 90% of their time playing rhythm, so you may as well get good at that. So.
Okay, so what you got to do is you need to really go into your 7th chord fragments, the dominant 7ths. You're going to find all the breakdowns of the dominant 7 chords. Then go review the 9th chord lesson.
Yep.
You should have that. The 6-9 combo.
Yeah, 6-9. I've got 6-9 movement.
Yeah, 6-9 in, or the minor 7, minor 6, minor 7 movement.
Yep.
Right.
What's the 9th?
The 9th is just called 9th chord. 9th chord's in the blues.
6 and 9th chord combo. Blues rhythm guitar part 2. 9th chord voicings for blues. There we go. All right. So we'll lay down a bit of a funk track, and we'll do a little bit of rhythm improv. So just going to say. So I dusted off my bass, which I barely use. I was using the octave pedal, but I thought, oh, bugger it. Why not use the real thing? Alright, let's see how we go with this. The strings are so far apart, so I'm still trying to get accustomed to that. Technique is no good either. Hey, Kaiser, how you doing? Now, where have I seen you? You're a, what's his name? The German guy, Tonecaster. You're in Tonecaster stream quite often. Welcome. Appreciate you popping in. Just finished a little bit of practice. So this is my guitar teacher up here. So thanks. Wasn't that raid the other night? Wasn't that something to watch? I sat back and thought, holy moly, I hope that never happens. It's like, wow, the stress of having 1,800 people pop into that channel was epic. It was really cool. So so I'm just doing was doing a little bit of practice. Yeah, well, any normal human being who has 1,800 people that don't know coming to their channel, that's not for the faint of heart. I say it often. Streaming is definitely not for the faint of heart. So, anyway, how you been? Are you which side of the world are you on? You on the northern hemisphere or southern? I'm in Brisbane, Australia. So it's actually quite early here. It's 6:45 in the morning. So. Oops, that's not what I want. Oh my goodness. Okay, it's even earlier where you are. Crazy person up at this hour. Well, I say that, yet I get up at 5 o'clock most days. So. You usually on streams this early? What am I trying to do? Discount. No, live load town. All right, I was just going to lay down some funk, a light funk rhythm, and then I'm just practicing some. Okay, no dramas. Excellent. Well, I appreciate you popping in. Yeah, it's always lovely to have a little bit of action in chat. I'm relatively new to this, so yeah, welcome. All right, let's see if we can get this bass laid down. Get there eventually. Oh, no drums at all. No drums at all. Man, TC, what a musician! Like, honestly, he is phenomenal. I was sitting in one night listening to. I think he was playing. There was a couple. Mercy was one, and it's like, wow, like. That's where I want to be. Can I just go there? Can I be at that level? Anyway, it's look, it's a lot of fun, and I'm dedicating huge amounts of time to it at the moment. So I'm just loving it, just loving the journey and loving the creation process. So. I don't know where that chat problem is coming from. I must look into it. No, I don't know. Don't know them. Absolutely, we'll look them up. What do they play? Oh, nice. Oh, definitely down my alley. Sorry about that. Yeah, you just got clobbered. Oh. Repeat spamming for... Sorry about that. What are we trying to do? Just put lots of emotes? I think I've got a repeat rule on. Maybe it's a bit aggressive. All right, not too bad. So it's actually I've got a guitar lesson tonight, so sort of want to give that a bit of a crack. So I'll move into what is becoming my favourite segment at the moment is live TikToking. So live TikTok duetting, as it were. So just give me a second to. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. Just give me a second to set up, and yeah, we'll do some cool duetting with some other musicians. Are you a musician, Kezia? Or are you just a lover of music? Okay, where do I go? Beautiful. Seems to be a lot of in Tonecaster's channel. There seems to be a lot of very, very smart music people. Like they talk about like different genres and different like musical styles and standards and all that kind of stuff. And like, whew, it's just like way over my head. And but yeah, man, his tone and his technique is incredible. I think you probably downplay yourself a little bit there. Underselling yourself, I think. All right, so what we're about to do is I'm about to change views, scenes, and what we'll see in a sec is you'll see a simulation of my iPhone on the screen, and then we'll do a bit of jamming with some other musicians. So 6. I haven't actually seen anybody do something similar to this, so it's pretty cool. So let me just change over the scene.
Skincare routine. I keep.
Sorry about that. So what you're looking at is a simulation. Do you know what's funny? I was very similar. I had very limited. And by the way, what a place to start! Pink Floyd and David Gilmour. What amazing band. Yeah, like I was the same. Like I literally for 20 years I listened to the same music, and it wasn't until I actually met my wife, who is just an absolute rock fanatic. And you know, she grew up with records and that kind of stuff, and you know, they used to know everything about the band and sort of all of the members and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, I really got educated by her very late in the piece, and but oh man, what a what a world, can of worms to open up, and then you start digging and go, oh, my goodness, it's so amazing. Like, I literally find new things every week that for me is, again, like I was talking about at the beginning of the stream. Oh yeah, Twitch is incredible. Like every week I find another new musician. Who was I listening to the other night? A young lady by the name of sorry, I always forget names. So Sashi Boom, I think her name is. Just this young lady, guitar, vocals, and I'll just do a shout out because I just think it's so important to you know, I'm a nobody in Twitch. So you know, for me, just discovering all these incredible people is, yeah, it's just phenomenal. So, and some of them are, well, actually, a number of them are here in Australia. So, which is quite cool. What is her name? Sashi Boom, I think it was. There she is, Sashi Boom. So, just do a quick shout out to her. Sashi Boom. And yeah, like, she just beautiful voice. You know, and it doesn't take much. Like, I was talking to another streamer the other day, Inzi Clymer, and she's a young lady in New Zealand. And she just has a very musical family, but there's no... Oh, interesting. Did that not work? Did that shout out come up? Anyway. That's because that doesn't look like an exclamation mark. That's why. Oh, man, she's so good. She is so good. Again, like... incredible voice, like, you know, pretty much self-taught, and you know, it's just practice. Like, it's just you basically just put the time in and put yourself out there, and yeah, it's awesome. All right, enough gas bagging. Let's do some music. So yeah, as I said, what we're looking at here is this is actually a live simulation of my where are you? There, of my iPhone, and it's actually on a tripod over this side. So what we're going to do is we're going to find a backing track in TikTok, and then we're going to duet it live. So let me turn that follow goal off. Yeah, absolutely. And so the other thing I really love about, and actually I'm going to shout her out as well. Yeah, why not? Let's shout out fest. Let's just do it. She also does. She's an aspiring developer, and in the software industry. Now that's my that's sort of my expertise. My day job is I'm a chief technical officer for a technology company here in Brisbane, and yeah, and that's how we sort of kept. And we actually had a coffee catch up, and over Discord, and yeah, just lovely young lady, amazing energy. You know, she's doing really well on the stream, but you know, she's live learning to code, and I just think it's amazing. Like, the technology now and your ability to sort of share that journey, you know, and you know, in learning, the best person to learn from is the person that's 2 or 3 steps ahead of you. So, you know, you can look at the masters and, you know, oh my God, I'll never get there. But if you focus on someone who's only a few steps ahead of you, then you go, oh, you know what, I could actually do that. And then, you know, you keep everything in perspective. So, all right. So what I do is I go through, as I go through TikTok, and spend way too much time on TikTok, by the way. Don't do it. It's a trap. The duetting, I just find videos that I really like the sound of, and then I save them into a folder, and then I come back to them later. So, all right. So, I found this one last night. This one's a little bit weird. So the first trick is to find the key, like what key to play. I know, and it was one of those shower moments, you know, when you go, oh, that'd be a cool idea. I wonder if I can do that. So what I do is I'm actually splitting my signal for my guitar into two. So I've got a pedal on my board that allows me to have the guitar go out to two devices. So I have a mixer. I actually have a second mixer. Where is it? Yep. So I have a second mixer. Right, there we go. So this is actually plugged into the iPhone, as is my guitar, and then I've got my guitar also plugged into my audio interface on my computer. So it's actually splitting. So that's why there's no delay, and this is the sort of light bulb moment, is that because I'm playing natively on the phone, and the video streaming or mirroring is near real time, it sort of works. So the recording is not out of sync with the TikTok, and yeah. So anyway, so I thought it was pretty cool. All right, I might leave this. This one's a little bit weird, so I might have a bit more of a play with this one. Get something a little bit more standard. Hang on. I struggle with major. Maybe we'll do that one will work. Hang on. So yeah, so now you can see you've got the live feed on the mobile, and yeah. All right, let me just find it. It's really, really hot here in Brisbane at the moment, so yeah, like TikTok duetting is the single most impressive and coolest feature of any social media platform I've ever come across, because I can asynchronously, or if you're not sure what asynchronous means, it basically means someone can record something and then I can collaborate with them with I don't have to get in contact with them. I can just create, and the rapidness of how you can do that in this app is amazing. And what's even more mind blowing is that duetting is infinite. I have, I've seen some. So basically, what happens is it adds the video of the next person, and you start getting, like, depending on what sort of view you set, because I can go like here, like I can put myself, like that, or like that, or like that, and it'll just sort of wrap these videos. And I've seen 5, 6, 7 deep where someone starts with a drum beat and then they add in bass and they add in chords, and it's incredible. Like, it's just the most amazing feature. So yeah, anyway. All right, let's have a little bit of a tinkle over this. Ah, yes, and I will keep saying it, and I think I'm going to put a chat command in that's called unmute, and it's just going to do this like big explosion, because the trap with duets is that when you start the duet, the microphone is always muted. So you'll lay down this just sweet jam over the top of something, and then you'll get to the end and there'll be no sound. So it's like, damn it. All right, let's have a bit of a tinkle at this one. No problems at all, Casey. Look, thank you so much for popping in. I really, really appreciate it. Yeah, hope to see you around. Sometime soon. Thanks for popping in. Yeah, the pets are like that, especially dogs. Yeah, have a lovely day. Okay, that wasn't too bad. But I might give another couple of shots and see if we can just tidy it up a little bit. Sometimes the timing is just so difficult. Trying to get too tricky as well, that doesn't help. Sorry, just bear with me. My in-ear monitors have died. One more listen. Yeah, not bad, not bad. So once I'm happy with it, then I can put it into draft, then it'll sit there and until I get a chance to post it. So now let's go and have a look for another one. Hang on a sec. Oh, I did some. Really beautiful ones yesterday using my my nylon acoustic, a little bit of Latin feel. So that was pretty good. Actually, let me just bear with me for a second while I'm actually going to get TikTok up on my browser because I'm losing track of the ones I've done and the ones I haven't done. So just bear with me for a sec. Okay, TikTok.com. Get there eventually. Okay. All right. So what's this one? New camera view. Nope. Oh, what's this? Nope. Oh, I love this one. I've gone to do this a couple of times, and I did one the other day, and it's just... Very, very cool jam. Okay, what else have we got? What else have we got? sure about that one. If there's anybody out there, any opinions? I'm undecided. It's a little bit of a weird key. Alright, I'll put that in the draft. Put that in the drafts and see how I feel about it tomorrow. Yeah, it's funny when, and I'm sure this is the case for many creative people. Is when you're in the flow, like in the flow or in the pocket, or however you want to sort of describe it. I think your opinion of your creation is very much inflated, because I've often recorded something and come back to it a day later and went, man, that was a bit sloppy, or that was wrong, or this was wrong, or whatever. And I think, especially in the creative space, I think we can be, especially for our own creativity, we can be way too harsh in our assessment of our of our ability and of the output that we put out there. There's another streamer on here, super famous, Autopilot, and I was sitting in on a stream of his the other day, or a couple of months ago, and I think somebody in chat sort of asked him, like, what's it like being where you are, like you've made it, right? And you're you are at the pinnacle of your ability and whatever. And what I found really humbling about actually I'll give him a shout out as well, because if you have not seen one of his streams, so Autopilot is outright in his own world, he's an amazing musician, but what is staggeringly amazing about him is he plays just about every instrument, and his looping ability. If you look at his setup, I've got a few panels and whatever here, but his is like a spaceship. Like, he's got 64 track, sort of desks, and yeah, it's absolutely mind blowing. And hang on a sec. And what I found very humbling about, and this is the whole, have looking where you are, not what you want, where you want to be. And one of the things that I do as a job is I'm in coaching and mentoring, especially in the leadership space. And the first rule of coaching is meet someone where they are, not where you want them to be. And I think our assessment of our own ability is very much the same, in that we forget what was past. I am an aspiring musician and an aspiring guitarist, and my goal is to become, really, really good. And right now I feel like a million miles away from that. But if someone behind me goes, well, you're a million miles ahead of me. So it's all about perspective. So okay, I'm just going to go and grab a glass of water, so just give me 2 minutes to do that, and then we'll come back. We'll probably do one more duet. And what do we got? Actually, no. We'll get onto some. Jamming tracks. So just give me 2-3 minutes, and I'll be back soon. All right, back again. Sorry about it. I just needed a throat was getting a little bit dry. I so need a hydrate command. I don't have one, so and I now realise why channels have it. Okay, so I do have a song list. I am just going to have a quick jam over Use Me. Well, actually, it won't be quick because I want to just have a look at. Sorry, let me just close this down. I'm working on a. So I use actually, I'll see. Can I do this? Just gonna pick it up. Nope. I use Ableton Live to do some of my more richer sort of loops. Just bear with me. Why can't I see that? There we go. So yeah, so I here's my Ableton setup, and so what's cool about this is it allows me to have multiple instruments, and then I can sort of this is what they call session view, and each one of the columns is a track, and then so on the first column I have drums. Second column is I have piano. Third, fourth and fifth column are basically the guitar. So lay down the bass, do the chords, do the picking. So yeah, so let me just have a quick listen to the drums, and I'm trying to start from nothing and then sort of build up the. So just do me a favor, if you can hear the click track, I will show you what that sounds like. You don't want to hear the click track, by the way. That's sort of the point. So it's sort of how it keeps me in time in the beginning, and then once I get the drums laid down, then I turn it off. So that ticking in the background. So hopefully, if I shift it over into another channel, yeah, that looks like that's working. Okay. Sometimes I open up an old template and it basically comes through. All right, so let's have a look at what that's doing. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Okay. Cool. All right, so we'll close it off. And I think we're on the right. Yep. Okay. All right. So let's give this a crack. See how we go. Bass drum was on every second. Oh no, it was on the first. Okay, the magic of Ableton is you lay it down and then you hit this wonderful button called quantize, and it basically slots everything if you get it out of time. So, magic. more. Nice. Okay, so let's go over to the base. Ah. Got ahead of myself. Now get sloppy. Yep, okay, so it is the right length, sorry. Yay, got it, nice. Nice, nice, nice. Couldn't quite get to the piano, but that's okay. That's why we're here. One of the things I need to that I want to sort of get better at is finishing. So finishing off the song of having like a fade out or whatever. So yeah, just haven't quite figured out how to do that in Ableton yet. So still a newbie on that front. All right, so what have we got? Might got time for one more jam. So might just do another funky little one. There she is. This next one was inspired by I must find out. I say this every time I play it, and it's actually quite rude of me of not figuring it out. But basically, there's I think it's Norwegian band or lady, Tora, who is an incredible guitarist, and this is just she posted an Instagram post last year, and I just sort of broke it down into its bits, and it was actually very cool, very cool. So all right, so just going to kick that off straight away, and and then we'll try and find somebody to pop into today. Which doesn't look like there's too many, but that's okay. It's all good. All right, so I'll just start with the bass. Let's see what that sounds like. That's a nice little tune. Simple yet effective. All right, well, we are just about at the end of the stream, so thank you so much for sticking around. I'll be on again tomorrow, and I think my schedule going forward is going to be Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Yeah, it's been fun. It's been fun. We've done a couple of duets together, and shared a little bit of the learning process, which I think is showing the journey and whatnot is, I think, is really important. So thank you so much for the time, and I will see you tomorrow. Thanks a lot.